Today we are checking out 347 trips to Epstein Island. CIA undercover agent exposed Diddy and Jay-Z on interview.
Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Young Miami,
Yo, what's
who
that?
allegedly transported his pink cocaine on private jets. She's feeling the heat.
There's flavors
The
in
question
cocaine.
investigators are looking to answer is, who else was involved?
Flavors.
They want to know who was in and out of Diddy's planes and his homes.
Maybe I want to try that then.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Whoa.
All while he was cozying up to Hollywood figures like Harvey Weinstein and the Democratic Party, with his vote or die campaigns for Kerry, Barack, Hillary, Biden, getting souls to the polls. For 2 decades, Diddy
Souls
thought he
to the
was
polls.
untouchable. But now he's had his house raided, tapes confiscated, and the feds are zeroing in on his flight record, fly in prison.
I tell you what, Puffy, your life is in danger.
A CIA undercover agent has
Shuggy.
decided to blow the whistle on some serious secrets. Now, the agent reveals shocking details about Diddy and Jay-Z's hidden activities. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
What? What you gotta say now? What you gotta say now? You ain't got shit to say when you put your girl on the snap.
Now, according to this agent,
Whoa.
Diddy and Jay-Z been leveraging their influence and wealth for some very dark purposes.
They
From
dark
grooming
indeed.
minors, sex trafficking, to sexual abuse, you name it.
Do you think the feds took notice of that? And they, you know, at this point, they like, yo, we're going to crack down on Diddy?
What happens is that the police will bring in a CI and will use him like she was a $3 hoe.
It's crazy, bro, that these people have everything in their lives and still seem to commit such wrongful deeds, bro.
That's a confidential informant. They'll let you do crimes as long as you don't do no murders and stuff like that. They'll let you go around and pay you. When I was in law enforcement, dog, they paid confidential informants $250 for revolvers,
Whoa.
$500 for automatic weapons, $750 to $1,500 for semi-automatic
This is the ex-FBI
guns
agent.
and rifles and machine guns and shit like that. Some confidential informants got payment like that. And plus, they get 8% of a case.
Yo.
8% of a case. So if they bring in about, just say, they bring in a case $100,000. That's
Yes.
8,000. What's that? What's that? $8,000. That's 8,000. They bring in $1 million case. $1 million case. That person is getting $80,000. I mean,
Yo.
like $80,000 on it. I think if you're talking about 8%, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say this: confidential informants get paid good, but Puff was a millionaire.
Exactly.
Him being a confidential informant, him getting money like that, it was favors. He been getting favors and been paying law enforcement people for years to protect him. You understand? To protect him. We had a lot of people on the payroll. who was doing
Wow.
security. Everybody had, somebody might have this first 10 hours, that 10 hours, or whatever. He was paying law enforcement. He had a budget for law enforcement.
You see, the police is even involved in these type of things, bruh. Like the people that's supposed to protect us is also involved in these deeds, bro. How do you... It's difficult not to have bad people in anything, bruh. Because anybody can turn bad. It's a matter of time, maybe. Or the amount of things you have. Like, people are just crazy.
Enforcement. Now, if something goes wrong, those people got friends in certain places. Then plus he tells his handler, yo, can you make this go away for me? I'll give you this and that.
Don't
Now,
just happen in
that could be
movies.
a lot of speculations or whatever like that. But why would you have or be working for an FBI agent if you're not an informant? Why? So when you got that kind of money, you could hire people to make a lot of things go away for you.
Exactly.
Like you hire lawyers. Those lawyers have police officers and people working for them and investigators. Those investigators were former officers. So all of them in the backyard in Diddy bed together.
Man, like, so many questions. Like, Gene, how did you know those prices like that, bro? How did you know those? I mean, you named them prices like boom and boom. And I'm like off the back of the head, like, bruh, how you know them prices, man? And then like, Gene, like, how long you been knowing P. Diddy been working for the feds? That's what I really want to know.
Exactly.
And if you know that, what that make you, man? Because you know the prices and everything, bro. Like,
Why only come out
I'm
now?
confused at this point. And like, my biggest question is like, why now? Why
Exactly.
wait this long to now start saying something when all this stuff is going on? Like, that shit is confusing, y'all. I am confused. I am beyond confused. This man is literally saying P. Diddy been working with the feds. Yeah, he been an informant or working with the feds.
He's trying to ride clouds right
all
now.
this stuff that P. Diddy been doing, they been knowing about. So like, this is just blowing like speculations in minds, like, man, out the water. Because if that's the truth, man, they say the government is behind all this stuff, and that makes sense because then all this Biden flying in and busting in illegal migrants and all this type of stuff going on, and then Grady Jude down there in Miami, he said that the federal, policy about the federal government, might be doing human trafficking, and they got a investigation on them as well.
So this is basically just records of Diddy's flights to that island, as it's stated in the title, right? 347 trips. That is crazy, bro. If they have all those allegations around them, bro, why did it take the people this long to like come out with it, bro? I'm telling you, this is the year where people get exposed, like Cat Williams said, bro.
So like, y'all, man, it's in y'all face right here, bro. So y'all let me know what's going on with all this stuff, because at this point I'm confused.
Oh, my back.
Man.
Oh, you mad?
Yeah, I'm confused, man. I don't know what's going on. Is Gene, just saying this stuff, because it's making a lot of sense. And like, why is he saying it and exposing it now? This is my question.
Now only, that's the real question.
Hey, keep doing it, man. Yeah, we did it all, man. Let us know all the information, because if y'all was hanging out with Diddy, either y'all didn't know he was working with the feds and he was an informant, or y'all police too. So, hey, listen, y'all better be careful and start doing y'all research.
Now, these revelations ain't nothing
Look
short
at
of
that.
shocking.
That's
now, the
hand
agent
signs,
describes
bro.
how both Diddy and Jay-Z have been using their status to influence artists.
Look at that hand
engaging
sign,
in
bruh.
inappropriate activities and accepting unfair contracts. Now, this just ain't about the music industry, man. This goes deeper.
Exactly.
Now, it's pretty disturbing to think about the level of manipulation and exploitation that's being described here. The agent also mentioned that despite these serious allegations, Diddy is still safe from getting arrested.
Exactly.
Now, we don't
Wow.
know what the feds are planning for him or Jay-Z. Now, it was earlier revealed that both of them...
What is Jay-Z involved in, bro? I haven't seen anything of Jay-Z. Only this now. Is he also involved in this type of stuff?
might have worked with the feds, which would explain a lot of things.
So now we have two people come out saying that Diddy was talking to the feds. Do you think that's true?
Whether it's true or not, and he might have been cooperative in some way, shape, or form, you don't get away with human trafficking
Exactly.
unless you give up John Gotti or something like that, and that's not what happened here. I can tell you, Jesse, that this investigation's been going on for a long time, very closely held by HSI, so much so that even some of the agents on the raid a week ago today didn't know whose house they were raiding until they got there. That's how closely held this investigation is.
There could have been a tip.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And there are allegations that he was paying law enforcement through his chief of security, which also happened to be Michael Jackson's chief of security.
I don't know if I buy into that. You know, people in Diddy's situation like to have those involved in law enforcement.
Why not buying into it,
But
Chris?
that doesn't mean they're taking payoffs. That doesn't mean they're doing big
Oh, no,
favors.
he's not
They
into
like
Chris.
that closeness. It's just like how Diddy was able to court Diageo or Estee Lauder. He was very successful in doing that, and that made him a lot of money and gave him credibility outside the hip-hop rap world. And that's what he was trying to do here, a lot like what
You see, you can have all this talents and stuff and make all this money, bruh. It doesn't make you a good person.
Epstein did with very powerful political and business figures.
And if you look at this report in the New York Post, you see it's a constellation of
absolutely.
billionaires he's involved with.
Very similar to what Epstein was doing. And, you know, these guys get drunk with power, allegedly. You know, Diddy has said that these allegations are false, but they get drunk with power, and all of a sudden they lose their balance and what's right and what's
crazy,
wrong. And
bro.
they're insulated, and they've got everybody telling them they're great. And all of a sudden, these civil suits come out. And the feds watch this. That's what happened with R. Kelly. It started with
I
civil
wanted to
suits,
say
and
something
HSI
about
got
Kelly now,
involved,
bro.
And they're the lead agency for human trafficking.
These civil suits are just like a silver platter for the feds.
Very helpful, very helpful.
Take these guys down. All right, well, we'll see how this plays out. Chris Hansen, Takedown with Chris Hansen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jesse.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.
Because it wasn't the police, it was the feds.
That is the former bodyguard, right? I think that's it.
It's one of the persons who was with them. So you got to understand.
Oh no, the still
this,
fit guy,
right?
bro. Why you look different now?
Suge Knight was bringing terror onto Uptown Records, had them scared. You understand? Had them scared. That's why Andre Herrera would hire a person like Bill Whitfield that was a strong dude that didn't care about nothing and that would do his thing against somebody or anybody. He did everything to protect Andre Herrera. But and this is the situation, Suge was extorting them.
It's crazy how the people he wants to talk now only, bro. After being out of the thing, now that he's not benefiting anymore, he wants to talk on it, bro. That is just selfish and thinking about yourself right there.
And they thought he was using extortion tactics. You understand? To get Mary J. Blige's contract right, to get Jodeci contract right. And it was this other person, I don't know, it was Jeff Red, I don't know who it was, but it was somebody else in Uptown Records that he was helping to try to get their contracts right. Because they wasn't getting no points, no publishing. They wasn't getting nothing but show money. You understand what I'm saying? So now,
Show money.
when Puff, Kirk Burroughs, that's the other person that was with them, they go up to the feds with all this paperwork, you understand? And I mentioned this before, you understand? They not only talking about the extortion stuff, they talking about how they trying to be made to have this what you call this promotion, this distribution thing.
I don't.
And which I'm finding out.
So that's these people, bro.
They wasn't even going to be a part of it until later.
I don't
they
trust
was in
these
fear
people.
like they was trying to be made to be a part of this whole distribution thing that Suge Knight was trying to build up with Rockefeller, because it was Dame Dash, it was Irv Gotti, it was Jay Prince.
A lot of names.
And Death Row. You understand what I'm saying? So now everybody wanna know who's this and who's that, and want to go back and say, yo, how do you know? It came from the horse's mouth. He said he got all the paperwork to prove it. Kirk Burrows said it plenty of times, but nobody won't sit down with him. I mean, like, you know, you won't.
Like I said, I don't trust anybody. These guys, they are all now want to come out and talk about this stuff. Why didn't they do it when it was going on? So it could have been stopped just there.
Getting on these, you know, these
Selfish, bro. I'm
radio
telling you now.
stations and all this stuff like that to sit down with him. He said, I got the paperwork. He got files from the from the DEA and the FBI, all that stuff like that. He got plenty of paperwork behind this whole stuff. But people want to get on here and say, yo, because they not privy to the information, you understand, directly from the people who was involved. And you get a person like me that don't give a damn, and I repeat it and tell it.
You only don't give a damn now that you're not with them anymore, basically.
Oh, dude capping, dude looking for attention.
Obviously.
No, it happened.
Now
other people coming out talking about it. They putting Jay-Z was a part of it. They telling their story, and it all is coincide what we said years ago, when we said on platforms before, when we said on your show before. So I can't worry about what these cats are saying. They doing it for the views, bruh. They doing it.
Exactly what he's doing. I think he's now the CIA undercover agent, right? He's doing the exact same thing, doing it for views and doing it for people that should listen to his stuff that he's saying.
They
bro.
don't have nothing else to talk about.
Amen.
Like I said before, they're gonna look at this and make a show about it.
Like I'm doing now.
Keep helping that platform, Art.
So Puffy told, but Jay-Z, I didn't know about that. So Jay-Z, he told too?
Said that years ago, man. Said that years ago. What are you gonna do? They're gonna do whatever. Yo, listen to me. They're the reason why rap in New York went down the drain. They made sure that these young cats didn't come up with platforms and didn't come up with situations. Like Jay-Z, let me tell you something. Jay-Z.
Also, it's very different in USA, bro.
It's funny. It's funny. We were talking about how Puff and Ja Rule was cool. But at one time, Puff was trying to trick Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z.
Wouldn't have worked.
The whole weekend that he was with Sarah. The whole weekend they was in that hotel room. That day they was in that hotel room. Always coming back on that G5 jet. He was trying to talk Ja Rule into going at Jay-Z. But now him and Jay-Z is like freaking frat. It's crazy how things work out, huh?
It's crazy that this guy is only speaking about all this right now, bruh. When everything is like going wrong in the world, now he wants to come speak, bruh. He could have speak just there. Now, bro, wanna speak like it's gonna do something. Like it's gonna do something. Only now it's gonna put the eyes on you and on the case itself. So yeah, guys, what is your opinion on this whole situation? Come on, tell me about it, bro. Cause bro, you might be capping, might not be capping.